the culture of the organization that can lead to an innovation culture. That culture, ultimately, what I'm hoping that we can talk about a little bit here over the course of our conversation this morning, I feel is a bidirectional culture, related to the idea of love. Really, it's not that love necessarily always creates innovation. But I think that what we're seeing now, particularly in healthcare, is that innovators are innovating around love to make healthcare more effective. And as they're doing that, they're winding up creating loving cultures. And in those loving cultures, we're seeing innovation taking off. So it's a virtuous spiral, so to speak. You can enter it at any point. We all kind of enter it from our own vantage points. But I hope you'll be as convinced as I am and as excited as I am that ultimately, if we wind up creating this culture of love, it will, bear massive dividends in terms of intended outcomes for innovation and in terms of impact. So I'll bring us back to where Yuli was kicking us off with, in that we do have a vexing problem in healthcare. It's I guess I usually try to frame it as a challenge, so that it keeps us in a more positive, optimistic sort of an approach. It's not necessarily something that we are not able to solve, but if we're working together in the right way, collaborating and innovating, we have an opportunity to solve these problems. Largely, from our perspective as organizational consultants and transformational consultants, trying to drive change at the organizational level, what we feel is that organizations are really failing to deliver on their outcomes because they're taking on a lot of improvement focused, even transformation focused initiatives, but they're doing them in a piecemeal fashion. So they're not really connecting the dots to each initiative. And that's, allowing the people within the organization then to feel actually more overwhelmed because they're perceiving initiative overload, initiative fatigue, change fatigue, we've long heard about, transformation, overload. It's all really happening not because the transformation and the innovation doesn't need to happen, it's because it's coming across as overwhelmed.